So color vision deficiency is generally considered unsafe for military special duty occupations as color is broadly used in navigation, warning, instrument panel, traffic control, and other critical operational tasks. Therefore, it has always been imperative and crucial to follow standardized methodology to detect and screen out such candidates. Color vision deficiency affects 8 to 10% of the male population. Protan affecting long wavelength cones, deutan affecting medium wavelength cones, and tritan affecting short wavelength cones are the major congenital color vision deficiency categories, with deutan and protan defects having greater prevalence. So I'll be covering my topic, presentation in these subheadings. Ishihara test is based on pseudo-isochromatic plates and is used for the screening test during medicals for recruitment, but only for ground duties. It includes demonstration plate, which is visible to all, then the transformation plates, in which color vision deficient would read differently than the normal ones, the vanishing plates, which are visible only to the normal individuals, hidden digital plates, which are visible only to color vision deficient individuals, and finally diagnostic plates, which help in identifying the type of color vision deficiency, that is protanopia and deuteranopia. So based on this test, we have the following classification or the grades of color perception. Firstly, it is CP2, in which candidate identifies the numbers on all plates from plate number 1 to 17, that is the transformation plates and the vanishing plates, and lastly the diagnostic plates correctly. Then we have CP3, in which the candidate identifies plates which are used for diagnosis, that is 22 to 25, and which are read absolutely correctly. And lastly, we have CP4, in which the individual is unable to read the plates starting from 2 to 9, that is transformation and vanishing plates, as well as the diagnostic plates. So Lantern tests were designed as practical means for measuring the ability of seamen, railway personnel, and airline pilots to identify and discriminate navigational aids and signals. These are the various types of lanterns which were used historically. Indian military color vision standards are based on Martin Lantern test. So the method that we used for Martin Lantern test is, color vision is firstly documented by Ishihara test for all the candidates. Then the candidates are dark adapted for 20 minutes. And the procedure is explained after 20 minutes. And then they are made to read identify the colors by small apertures and are tested at 6 meters in the dark room. If the candidate fails to do so, here's a short video in which we are changing the colors, and you can identify that there are two colors which are being flashed, red and green alternatively, and as well as white color. So the individual has to identify the right colors in the same sequence. If the candidate fails to do that, then the candidate is made to read the same at 1.5 meters distance with large aperture. This is the large aperture video. And based on this, we again grade the individuals on 4 categories. That is CP1, that is color perception 1, in which the candidate identifies without hesitation all colors shown in small aperture of Martin Lantern test at 6 meters in a perfectly darkened room, and also passes Ishihara test. Then we say CP2, which is purely based on Ishihara test. CP3, also known as color defective safe, in which candidate who recognizes the red and green signal with large apertures of Martin Lantern at 1.5 meters. And fourthly, we have color perception 4, that is color defective unsafe, in which the individual is unable to recognize the signals by Martin Lantern with large apertures at 1.5 meters correctly, as well as the candidate fails the Ishihara test. So based on these criteria, we have visual standards for selection as officers in the Indian Army, in which officers of the Indian Army Aviation, for them we have very stringent criteria, that is we accept nothing but CP1. For the rest, officers, for the rest of the Army, CP2 is acceptable. Then similarly for recruitment as soldiers in the Indian Army, CP2 standards are acceptable. Similarly, visual standards for selection as officers in the Indian Navy, we have CP1 for those getting commissioned via the NDA. for the aviation, and for those who are applying through CDS exam and via the National Cadet Corps. For the rest, CP2 criteria is acceptable. And for officers and airmen in the Indian Air Force, for the fighter pilots and weapon system operators, as well as the air crew, which are with the fighter pilots, CP1 is the acceptable criteria. For the rest, CP2 is acceptable. And even CP3 can be taken for accounts, logistics, and education branch, which are basically for ground duties. So paper-based, I went through the literature and found out that what are the standards that are followed by the US military. And I found out that they are following paper-based pseudo-isochromatic plates and Farnsworth lantern test for screening tool in the US military since World War II. For gold standard, they are using the Nagel anomaliscope that I've shown here, which uses a specialized color match based on Rayleigh's equation and gives anomaly quotient for diagnosing and classifying the CVD. And after introduction of computerized vision test, US military color vision standards have evolved in recent years to include computerized vision test. So basically, they are using Rabin cone contrast test. This is the photograph of the chart, in which computer-based cone-specific color contrast sensitivity test is used, and it is comparable and maybe better in detecting and classifying the color vision deficiency. Secondly, they are using color assessment and diagnosis test, which measures red and green and yellow-blue color detection thresholds in 16 hue directions, and it is capable of quantifying the severity of color vision loss more reliably than the Nagel's anomaliscope. And thirdly, they have Wagner computerized color vision test, which is a computer-based pseudo-isochromatic plate test that employs the same color confusion principles by employing colors based on isochromatic confusion lines. So we are also in the Indian Army working on systemic analysis of Indian military color vision tests and passing criteria, which are essential for selection. And it is currently under process for replacing the legacy of Martin lantern test without compromising recruiting, accession, and safety. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shrishti. That was excellent.